All right, y'all. So next, I'm bringing up a singer. Y'all ready for some tunes? Y'all ready for this? I'm gonna try not to embarrass him before he gets up here, but I feel like whenever I told any of my male-bodied gay friends about him, they were like, "Yes." I'm like, "Okay, y'all, calm down. Y'all put your hands together for Dana Nearing."
All right, about to get this going. If you know it, you're gonna sing this with me, right? All right, let's go. Happened the moments when you were revealed, 'cause you were a dream that you should not have been, a fantasy real. You give me this beating, baby, this rhythm inside, and you make me feel good and feel nice and feel love. Give me paradise, yeah. So shouldn't I realize? Let's go. You're the highest of the high. If you don't know, then I'll say. So don't ever wonder. I see you. Don't ever wonder, shouldn't I realize you're the highest of the high? If you don't know, then I'll say, so don't ever wonder. So tell me how long, yeah. How long it's gonna take until you speak, baby? 'Cause I can't live my life without you here by my side. Let's go. Ooh. Yeah, you give me this feeling of my life. So shouldn't I realize you're the highest of the high? Let's go. If you don't know, then I'll say, so don't ever wonder. Don't ever wonder, shouldn't I realize? If you don't know, then I'll say, so don't ever wonder, don't ever wonder. Don't ever wonder. All right. Don't ever wonder. What's up, beautiful people? How are you all? So I have to say, I am truly honored to be here. standing in front of you right now. Thank you so much for having me. I have to tell you though, you have no idea what this feels like. I'm literally living my dream right now, and it's amazing. Thank you. So some of you know I'm from Detroit. Do I have any Detroiters in the house? Come on, there you go. All right. So as you know, Detroit brought us Motown, right? And Motown is near and dear to my heart. So this next song, I want to share a little bit of my home and a lot of my heart with you. So I hope you like it. I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go. If I have to beg and plead for your sympathy, I don't mind, 'cause you mean that much to me. Ain't too proud to beg, sweet darling, please don't leave me, boy, don't you go. Ain't too proud to plead, baby, baby, please don't leave me, boy, don't you go. Listen, now I heard a crying man is half a man with no sense of pride. But if I have to cry to keep you, I don't mind weeping if it'll keep you by my side. Ain't too proud to beg, sweet darling, please don't you go. Ain't too proud to plead, baby, baby, please don't leave me, boy. And if I have to sleep on your doorstep all night and day, just to keep you from walking away, let your friends laugh, even this I can stand, 'cause I wanna keep you any way I can. Ain't too proud to beg, please don't leave me, boy. Ain't too proud to plead, baby, baby, please don't leave me, boy. Before I go, I want every one of you to know I appreciate you, I love you, thank you for having me. I'm having a blast. All right, thank you. Now I got a love so deep in the pit of my heart, and each day it grows more and more. I'm not ashamed to come and plead to you, baby, if pleading keeps you